doing?
Well, I am well. How about yourself?
Oh my God, I've been waiting on this interview.
I'm glad to hear it. I done already found all your links and stole them and sent them to some
Oh
folks.
my God.
Yeah, I sent it to a few millionaires and I say, come check this lady out with the curls. Yeah.
Well, you know what? See, that's what I'm talking about, coming together and helping each other out. Thank
That's
you
it.
so much.
Yeah, oh,
Thank
thank you so much. It is a pleasure to have you. I've heard so much good things about you.
you.
And E360 TV, I've just been learning about them 2 months ago because they connected with me on Instagram. So I followed back because I have my own TV studio and my own TV station as well. So I was like, oh, cool. So they're doing big things. So that's pretty cool too. So shout out to E360 TV as well.
Yes, I'm so glad I partnered with them. It's been now 3 years now. They told me I'm a vet. Yeah, I was
Oh, look at that. See, that's powerful.
yeah.
That's powerful.
Believe me, I'm really happy about that because the biggest thing, not so much of me having a TV show, Antonio, but being able to bring people on like you, and people get to know who you are, and they learn and grow. So that's my whole mission, is the visibility to help people. So if I had needed a platform to bring you on, hey, let's do it.
You know,
Let's do it.
ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm grateful. It's an honor to be here, and I've been watching you for the last 30 minutes. I've been trying to catch your energy. You know, I'm big on energy. I've been wanting to catch your energy, see what was going on, and see how I can assist you in taking over the world.
Oh yes, world changers. You're a world changer.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So, Mister, like I say, I look at you as royalty. I really, truly do.
I'm grateful. I'm grateful.
And we need you multiplied. Let's just say that, and we could just multiply you times. Just for this, what's going on in the world, making a difference, just showing the positivity. I mean, you're doing it. I mean, you're just like a triple threat. I mean, you're a speaker, you're an author, you're a coach, you're a mentor. I mean, and the list goes on. So this is not about, like I said, I always tell people when this is the coaches lounge. So this is about the coaches. And Tony, I wanted to bring on this show, and I created this show because I felt like coaches and educators wasn't getting the love like they should. They weren't getting that spotlight, because when you think about it, you're going into somebody else's life, and you're walking them through and helping them and encouraging them and guiding them and giving them tips and your expertise and everything in their world to get them to another level. So I feel like we need to honor coaches. I mean, it's like, really? Okay, I get it. Okay, you're an author. Okay, I get it. You're a speaker. But when you really look at it, when you're a coach, that's like taking half of your life and say, okay, I'm going to take my time and put myself in somebody else's life for a while to get them to move. Yeah, so, So I really believe that the spotlight was needed, and that's why I developed this show, because I wanted to bring in the coaches and to give them that platform, and also so they can explain what they do. And before we get into, because I know you have 3 tips that you're going to kind of go over today for the audience.
I'm gonna do whatever you want me to do. Let's go. We gonna make sure your audience is both entertained and educated, and make them some money. We're gonna do all that.
I had to say, I gotta do a pause. I'm loving the background.
Yeah.
That is like,
little tiger.
And I love how you touched it, because you said, no, this is real. This ain't no like.
That costs some money. I'm pulling away your career. Right? Yeah.
See, that's when you playing with the heavy hitters. Like, this not no virtual. I just made it up and put a screenshot on there. No, this is real.
Yeah, I like it myself. Yeah, I like it. It fits my personality. I was looking for a lion that fits my personality more, but I figured, he was lion-like, so we make it work.
Oh yeah. It's a king. Hey, yeah.
That's it.
So I always like to talk about the person, because before you came this amazing, like I said, king, you went and dealt with some things in life. So can you just give us I want to do a little pause, just pull the curtain a little bit, and kind of really get into that with us.
Well, so I'll start with the present and doing like 30 seconds and then bring it backwards. So today I actually coach for free now, to be honest with you, because, well, the only way I can say it is God has been good. I don't really have another way to say it, because I'm almost a billionaire.
Mm.
When you get almost a billionaire, you tend not to coach and stuff like, I don't want to be known as a coach anymore. I want to be known as my big goal in life is to build a city. So we're in the process of buying a large chunk of land the size of, a midtown city, and then we're going to put our own infrastructure and water and stuff there. And I want to build a city on earth where money has no value. It doesn't need to. It's called a resource-based economy. So that's where I'm at now. And I probably already be, and we'll find out once everything, the evaluation is done. But that's now. Where I started was my mom and dad had to give me up at 5 years old, and I spent 5 to 15 homeless, 6 to 15 sleeping in a trash can.
Wow.
And I was molested in that trash can, raped in that trash can, right? You've got a 6-year-old kid. It's a city dumpster, and I'm in Texas. A 6-year-old kid in 86, 85, defenseless. And so that's my story. And then I wind up getting out there. I got adopted at 15. I failed the 5th grade and the 6th grade. My aha moment came at 6 when I had to learn how to make $1 a day, which is a whole lot of money in 87. You understand? That's a lot of money. $1 a day just to eat. So I've been making my own money since I was 6 years old. By the time I was 18, I was already 6 figures, had a 6-figure company. And so today I'm trying to eliminate that. I don't want people going through homelessness. You get it? I don't want people going through what I had to go through. And funny thing is, my mom, I haven't talked to my mom since I was 6 years old, but here on September 13th, the hospital called me. She got hit by a car. She got stage 4 cancer. I'm her next of kin. And so 3 days later, I went and got her. She lives with me now. So talk about an adjustment.
Wow, that's a big
I'm 41 years old, and I'm now getting to know my mom for the first time since I was 5 years old. So this has been since September 16th. I don't even know what today is because everything's been a blur. I don't even know what today is. And her birthday is October 25th, which I just found out on September 16th. I just found that out, right? So her birthday is October 25th. And for the first time ever, at 41 years old, me and my mom was talking about this last night. We're going to spend her birthday with each other. It's never happened before. I've never spent a birthday with my mom ever. So that's the whole thing. That's the whole story. I'm sure you can go somewhere with that.
Like I said, okay, Barbara, you know what you got. Yes. I mean, there's so much there. I mean, oh my God. So 6 years old.
Yes, ma'am.
Being homeless.
Yes, ma'am.
Getting molested. And you turned that around. Just my heart right now is just feeling you right now. It's see, this is why I talk to people, I said, no excuse. There's so many like you that went through. I mean, that could have went a whole different route. And then on top of it, now at the age of 41, your mother, you and her came back together. She's staying with you and you're creating a relationship.
Yeah, that's how it should be, though, right?
That's how it should be. But that is like, because a lot of times people don't get that opportunity, and you're getting that opportunity, Antonio. Wow.
Yeah, I have a friend named. She's also like my number one employee too, but her name is Grace Yvonne Williams Sandals. She's gonna be so mad I just said her whole name out there like that.
That's my government name.
Yeah. Her social security number is 643. I just but now she said something to me yesterday because her grandmother is on. I forgot to mention that my mom is on hospice right now. So when she came home, on hospice. The stage 4 lung cancer went to her brain. But Grace said something to me yesterday, and it really floored me. I wasn't ready for it because I haven't had time to think. Grace said, well, congratulations for getting the time back with your mom. And I was like, whoa, I didn't think about it that way, because I haven't had time to think, but I haven't thought about the fact that, hey, You are like what you just said, you know, God is giving you this time back that you never had before, right? So pretty cool, pretty cool.
Pretty
But
cool.
it's a culmination of being good, doing good, and when you do good to this world, it always comes back to you. Always, always.
You know,
Especially in money, too. Just so y'all know, especially in money.
Well, you said, don't get that twisted.
Yeah, don't get it
This is
twisted,
funny.
especially in money. Sorry, I cut you off. You were going to say something.
No. Hey, this is. I'm just kind of here, just listening and just taking it in. but King, you know, I was just thinking. Okay, you know, I know I want to get to these steps because you got some good tips, but I want to ask because I know when people go through certain things in their life like you did, what really just kept you just saying, I'm not going to go that route? Because like I always tell people, you could take the you know, this route and say, oh, well, woe is me. You know, this is what happened in my life. This is where I'm going to be. I'm just going to just whatever. Or you can say no. And then that extra thing comes into your body and says, no, I have to. It's not like I want to do this, but I have to do it. What made you just keep moving? I mean, especially at a young age of 6. I mean, that's young.
Oh yeah. So this is a bifurcated answer because on one half, I did do something that nobody can see. On the second half, it wasn't me at all. Mm-hmm. So the easiest thing. So I'll start with me because I think this is relevant for everybody. What made me go back to school, I dropped out in kindergarten, obviously, and what made me, when I felt the 5th and the 6th grade, I dropped out again, was I got hungry, and I didn't realize cognitively that school was feeding me 2 times a day. I didn't process that information. That's not something that, you know, you're not 11 years old going, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and take care of my resources. That's not what you're thinking. That's not what you're thinking. And when I got so hungry after I had failed twice back to back, I had to deal with that embarrassment of going back to school. So what I did as not to take that path was my hunger was so painful. I'm the only one can hear it. I'm the only one can feel it. And it forced me to have a choice. You're going to do something about this or you're going to die. And I believe every person listening to me, listening to you, you got that same hunger thing going on. It may be metaphorical, but you get your butt up every morning at 3 a.m. feeling unaccomplished. You can't even get to sleep because you don't feel like you're appreciated. And every morning you wake up sick of your life. That's equivalent to me being hungry. And you got to feed that part of you that doesn't want to be sick. And nobody's going to hear your pain but you. Nobody's going to know that your pain is going to be louder than your prayers but you. Nobody's ever going to get your story but you. You're the only person who's ever going to believe that you are going through the crap. You're the only person. And you know what? You're right. You are all alone. Now do something about that. So on that perspective, that hunger made me move. On the other perspective, I tried to go sell the drugs. Because when you don't have anything, you do whatever you need to do. I wanted to steal the pickles, the dill pickles. You know, I'm talking about the 80s, right? I wanted to steal the dill pickles and the popcorn balls and the cool cups. I don't know. I'm in the South. So I don't know what y'all call it, but you know, I wanted to do all that. I wanted to get to Jolly Rancher and steal that and put it in the dill pickle or the sour pickle and then eat it. Okay, so you know what I'm talking about, right? You know what I'm saying? I wanted to do all that.
You're bringing up some people.
Yeah, man, I wanted to snatch the pork rinds off the shelf and them penny candies. I wanted to get all that. But there were older people in the neighborhood, but these are real people, right? That wouldn't let me go down that path. They kept saying, and my childhood name was Tony. They kept saying, Tony, you can't do that. You too smart. You too this. You too that. And then when I got older, we call them old heads, the old men who knew my dad. My dad's still in prison. He's on his 23rd year right now. Who knew my mom? My mom is not with me, but she just stopped doing crack cocaine 2 weeks ago when she got with me. You know what I'm saying? So she, you know what I'm saying? So they knew them and they said, no, I know Linda Faye. That's her real name. I know Anthony. That's what they call my dad. And they don't want you out here like that. That is what I'm going to call divine connections. At some point, this universe will send you And Abigail, that's a Torah, Quranic, a Hebrew thing. Right before King David for to mess up his life, Abigail was like, "Stop! Don't do it." And the universe is always sending you people not to mess your stuff up. Are you listening? Are you submissive to this? Are you receiving outside help, or are you so humble you can't receive, right? So on one perspective, to wrap this up, the universe was just taking care of me, and I was open and receptive to that because I ain't had nothing else, so it's easy for me to be open. On the other end, I had an invisible hunger that you couldn't see, but it was killing me. Barbara, it was killing me. You hear me, Queen? It was killing me. And I just decided I'm not going out like that. You get me? And that's it. That's the best I can answer. I've never said that out loud before. Yeah.
That was the mic drop. That was like, that was like, yes, that was like I was feeling you either way you was going. You are so right. You are so right, King. When you have that hunger, I'm thinking of ET now, Eric Thomas, because I love him. I love listening to him.
He's a mentor of mine. He's a mentor of mine. Good big brother. Yeah.
Big brother. But you like you said, you have that hunger, and you have to keep it moving. You can get up. It's not enough. You got to do this. It's not enough. You just keep it going. And, you can do the positive, and you can do negative, like you said. You brought them pickles up. See that? You got that in my head now.
Put that Jolly Rancher up in there.
I said, why are you bringing up old school stuff? You don't do that.
Got the whole inside of the pickle red and pink. Put that watermelon Jolly Rancher. They don't know nothing about that. They don't.
They don't. I know people are like, what are you talking about? You got to be there, like they said. You got to be there. But yeah, you just had to think about it. I was like, wow, he brought
I'm 41.
I gotta keep myself. But yeah, so the hunger of it. And if you don't have it, and see what I like what you're doing, you're just doing this amazing stuff. You're creating, like you said, you want to create
heaven on earth.
Heaven on earth.
Period, point blank. That's what it is.
That's it.
That's what it is.
And it's going to take the hunger and the work and the, pushing. And when everybody says you can't do it, you say, no, I can. Yes, I can.
That's right.
And I will. See, that's what has to come. That will have to continuously. That's like your motive. Like, no. I mean, and I feel like your haters are your motivators. That's what I tell people. I said most of the time the haters are the motivators. There's a lot of people out there. I always tell people like, Barbara, they said this, like this. I said, you know what? My mother used to always tell me, if they're talking about you, that's a good thing. When they stop talking, you gotta see, okay, what's going on. So you can talk about Antonio, you could talk about whoever, and he's gonna keep it moving, heaven on earth, like he said.
As long as you're talking about me on the way to the bank, we cool. As long as I stay on the way to the bank, it's all right. You know what I'm saying? It's all right. It's all good. But can I address that real quick? I don't know how much time we have, but I would love to address this haters thing because you said something so brilliant. When people, most of us don't realize who our haters are. So let's think about it as a basketball arena, basketball arena. The people in the stands tweeting about you and yelling at you and throwing popcorn at you, them not haters. Them people who paid to see your light. They are, for all intents and purposes, lesser than you in this moment. They paid to come hate on your light or see your light. Then you got what you have next is the coaches and the staff. But those aren't haters either because they are people paid to teach your haters how to get against you. They're not haters. The only people who really hating on you is the dude or the woman in the opposite uniform on the court in front of you acting doing this. You try to go this way, they go that way. You know what I'm saying? That's the people hating you. So by my calculations, the reason I wanted to bring it up by my calculations is I call the city breeding me. Is what it's called right now. And my calculation cost me $90 billion to pull this off. This is why my aspiration is to be $100 billionaire because I'm going to give 10% of that money to my kids. And then I'm going to give the rest to the world. I don't need that money. God has been good to me. You understand what I'm saying? I don't need that. I don't want to mess up your show, but I don't know no other way to say it. You feel? God has been good to me, so I don't know another way to say it. I'm real good at universal talk, but when it comes to God being good, it's the only thing I know how to say. I don't know how to say nothing else. You know what I'm saying? I know how to say nothing else. So I don't need that money but it's going to cost $90 billion. So that means every time someone says, he just all about money. No, I'm not. If you ask me a question, you would know I'm not keeping none of this money. I'm giving this whole money to my kids and the 90% of it to the world, but you don't ask that question. So you hating on somebody literally trying to bring heaven on earth. And that's not really a hater. The real hater is the lady in the office who won't give me the permit. That's the real hater. That's the real hater. The subcontractor that cut corners laying down the water pipes that I wanted, because I don't want to inherit nobody's water pipes. I don't need no Flint, Michigan situation. I don't trust the government. We need new water pipes. You hear me? We need new water pipes, all that stuff like that, right? The real hater is the contractor that wants to waste my money by not doing the work on time or having 50% of my work going to waste or something like that. That's the real hater. That's the people on the court with me costing me more money or stopping me from creating my own police force. See that? See that, right? From the guy who's going to come zone the property and then have me be an actual city. That's the real hater. You know, that's the real hater. These people that are in my way like that. So this is just I just wanted to express that to your audience. We pay a lot of attention to people who really can't touch us. But that loan officer that gave you too much of an interest rate, that's your hater. You glorified him, but that's your hater.
Woo, you broke it down so well. You're right. Because sometimes you got to know. I mean, because I love basketball, so I'm glad you brought that that example. You got to know who your real players are, who you playing, and what the whole concept and strategy is. And like you just broke it down. You know, some people are like the haters are, and like you said out there saying you throwing the popcorn, but you totally off.
Yeah.
You know, the coach is my hater. No, you still. So yeah, you really. I loved how you broke that down. I love people to hear that. Yes, definitely.
Yeah. So the people watching the coaches lounge but ain't liking it, them ain't no haters. That's people who hate you so much and hate themselves so much they can't support you. It's the people blocking you, saying don't show me no more, and then talking about she fake. I knew her back in 6th grade. This is what she did. That's your hater. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. The people actually doing something against you. That's a hater. But the people ain't liking your status. We forget them. They wouldn't go buy from you anyway, child. They're all right.
They're not even in your field of gold yet, so don't even worry about it.
They wouldn't go buy from you.
I got to keep reminding myself of that too. So thank you.
It's tough. It's tough, and then you got to keep reminding yourself that the bigger you get, the more you're going to get unnecessary racial and misogynistic comments that you don't deserve. And then as soon as so somebody's just going to jump on here and call you the N-word for no reason, right? And then you're going to get someone that you're going to say something, and some male misogynistic a-hole is going to be like, this is why women shouldn't be talking about this, right? You get all that because at the equal opportunity for the universe to grow you, it's also the equal opportunity for people to hate that. They rise at the same time. You feel me? Like, so Obama, woo, look how amazing he is. Woo, look at him. He's not really American, right? It's the same thing. Trump, ooh, look how amazing he is. Ooh, I hate Trump. The moment you rise is the equal opportunity. Somebody gonna say, I don't like Barbara in the first place. they go hand in hand. They go hand in hand. They go hand in hand, and most of us can't be famous or be the light because we're scared of other people's opinions about our success.
Ooh, these are some good. I am so.
It took a turn.
You know what? In the back of my mind, I always say, Barbara, just you gonna let this flow because you know you got a king here, and he's gonna be dropping some golden nuggets, and you're just gonna just flow with it. But you know what? I have to say this because you like you said, you got that status. You moving up. You understand, and I tell people all the time, King. I said, I am working on getting an Oprah status. Good. That's my status. Good. A long time ago, I didn't say that because I was like, who am am I to sit there and say I'm
Right.
gonna get, I would stay in that.
I respect that.
This person that's been still shy of 12 years ago, that didn't speak to nobody, didn't want to talk. We didn't know who she was. She didn't know who she was. I mean, all that was going in my head. And then I just took a stand one day and I said, okay, if I want to do this, I'm going to do it the right way. So I got to look at how other people that are up there doing it. And I love, you are part of that person that people are looking up to say, this is how I need to do because Antonio's doing it this way. So I want to give you so much props for that, because we need more people like you so we can look up and say, we can get there. We can do those things.
I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Let me, I'm glad you said that, because I'm going to keep it too real. My success is 100% attributed to Black women. I need to, if it wasn't for Tempest Simone Smith, if it wasn't for Deanna Marie Mitchell and Grace Yvonne Sandel. Oh, look, Tempest just, look at that. I didn't even know she's all right. If it wasn't for Shannon Rochelle Clark, right? These are real names. I wouldn't be nothing. I wouldn't. I remember taking my boys to go see Black Panther. And because it was a big deal, right? Once we once we all left, we all knew karate. That's number one. We all knew karate real quick, And then, they was like, I asked them, what you learn? What you learn from the movie? What you learn from the movie? And they all had cool answers. Everybody had cool answers. My boys are now my oldest will be 14 on Halloween, and then my youngest boy is 10. My middle child is 10, and then my youngest is 5. And she's a girl. Wow. And so they gave me some real good answers. And then they asked me, well, Daddy, what you learn? And I said, well, the only thing, I learned plenty, but I said, trust the Black woman. If they'd have trusted the Black woman at the beginning of the movie, it wouldn't even been no damn movie, is what I told them.
When you said all that, I learned a lot, but there's one thing that kind of stuck.
If they go back and watch it, if they had trusted the Black woman at the beginning of the movie, it wouldn't even been no movie. So anyway, just throw that out there. But genuinely, my success is attributed to these Black women who trusted me when I was, especially Tempest. She started with me first, July 2011, when I was nobody. And she helped make me famous. So there's no way to be able to take all this credit is uncivilized. It has been women that have laid down the road for me to do what I do. Specifically Black women. There you go. I just want to give you Queens y'all props.
Look at the king. Amazing. See, and it takes that. I want to just emphasize, like you just said, King, that it takes all of us. Yeah. And I'm going to put it out there. We're talking about, the Black right now, the Blacks helping the Blacks, because we need to learn that too. That we need to be there for you. We need to help encourage you. We need to say, you know what, keep going, keep doing it. You can. When you see, like you said, the mayor office, whoever's trying to stop you, no, we're going to keep it moving. We're going to find somebody else. We're going to find a way. And that's what you need to hear. You need that backup. Because like you said, you try to make heaven on earth, and sometimes heaven on earth is not, sometimes it's a little difficult. So make sure that you have your players to say, hey, we're doing this.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, as soon as you get inside God's will, you're immediately crucified by other people. And that's immediately.
I always tell people, I said, you didn't think that was going to happen? I always ask people, I said, they said, Dang, Power, they just crucified. I said, and you didn't know that was going to happen when you try to move to the next level and also trying to bring other people with you? You didn't think that was going to happen? Oh, I'm so sorry. You missed the memo.
How many people told you, Barb, I'm going to support your podcast, and they disappeared on you?
Just like a ghost. I mean,
disappeared on you.
What just happened? It's like I'm here alone.
They had a whole interview time and no showed. Yeah, all that stuff.
You feel it? You're in my head.
I'd have been through it all. I'd have been through it all. Yeah. Yeah. Then you had to coach them for free because they didn't even want to pay you. Or they hit you with, well, if you really saved, you do it for the Lord. You know what? The Lord ain't paying my bills. I got to do that myself. You understand? I can't call the electric company and be like, well, the Lord paid it all. Nope. They want my debit card information. You understand?
And they don't want it to decline.
No.
Wow.
Yes, ma'am.
Boy, I'm telling you, you're hitting something. Woo. Yes. Well, you know what? Okay. I wish I
probably done ran out of your time. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just having fun with you. I
am too, and I hate that I have to like say no. I don't want to end this. But first of all, King, I know there was some steps, but I want you to at least, if you can, because you just have there's another gold nugget I know. Can you tell people the 5-step process of how to manifest anything? I mean, at least I want to get that to the audience.
Well, look at you. Okay, dear. That was good. All right, the first thing all of you need to do is you need to understand that if you don't know what you want, life is going to punch you in the face. Everybody to receive this, you don't have to like it. And to be honest with you, I don't even care if you like it, because it's the way this world works. If you don't know what you want, this life is going to punch you in the face. If you do know what you want, then anything punching you in the face is not really punching you in the face. Your perception is. Okay? So step 1 is respecting the contrast in your life. That's all it is. That resistance, if you don't know what you want, if you haven't stood up and said, this is how I'm going to share my light, and you get to share your light however you want to share your light, that is up to you. But if you don't do that, if you don't know what that is yet, you're going through hell right now. Your life is completely unfulfilled. You do not like your life. You don't like it and nothing about it, because what the universe is doing is using that resistance to force you to source you for this type of creation. For me, I went through so much hell, homelessness. I said, I'm going to create a city one day, when I couldn't even afford to leave a city. That pain forces you to know what you want. Out of pain comes your light. Step 2 is know that the moment you know what you want, Barbara, the moment you ask, it is already given. Period. Point blank. It's already done. This is an absolute reality. It is not a dream. And I'll explain this to you from quantum physics or quantum mechanic effect. Every thought has a vibrational equivalent. And the most powerful energy on earth is thought energy. So this means, Barbara, whatever you're thinking about, Barbara said, I want to reach 1 million people. I want Oprah status. There we go. Let's make this personal. Come on now. Let's make this personal. I want Oprah status. Well, what I'm telling you, Barbara, since you know what you want, anything stopping you from being Oprah status is here to serve you. It's what the Hebrews would have said. It's becoming your footstool. Not an enemy, but a footstool, right? So this has been around for 6,000 years. So in step 2, when it is asked, it's already given. This means, Barbara, that you could not, under any circumstances, know that you're going to be Oprah status if on some timeline you want already Oprah status. That's how it works. See, it's not the thought that comes first. The vibrational equivalent, the reality, has to already be there. Because how can you think about something that don't exist? You feel me? Yeah. Because if it don't exist, it doesn't have a vibrational equivalent. So what I'm telling you in step 2 is I'm saying, Barbara, the vibrational equivalent of Oprah status is you. You think you got to go earn Oprah status. Let me tell everybody, listen to me, especially you, Barbara. You don't have to earn manifestations. That's God's job. God does all that. The universe do all that. Ain't nobody ever, not a sacred text, not a spiritual teacher, not an ascended master ever came before you and said you got to earn this. When you were born, you didn't earn breath. You didn't earn sight. You didn't earn your brain working. You didn't earn the ability to swallow your mother's milk. You don't earn prosperity. It's your birthright. So you got me in my fire now. You understand? You got me in my fire now. You understand? You don't earn manifestations. You relax to manifestations. Step 3. I can only help them as much as they want to. Step 3,
Listen,
you got
people.
to find yourself moving from least resistance to least resistance. I was just talking to somebody about this morning. I was just talking to somebody who's a celebrity getting ready to become a bigger celebrity. And I was just telling her, remember what I told you a couple of weeks ago? That the next time you get resistance, pause, move 6 inches to the left and see if there's more resistance. If there is, pause, move 6 inches to the left. And I told this person, I said, see, your problem is you're so determined. You're so beautiful. And you're so ambitious. You think force is how you manifest things. Manifestation has nothing to do with force. So concisely, step 3 is find yourself moving from least resistance to least resistance. Oprah did a talk at Stanford years ago. And at the very end, she says, I just want to say this. There are no mistakes. That's what she says. Y'all can look it up. Everybody go to YouTube and Google Oprah, there are no mistakes. And you'll see it in a 4-minute clip. She said, I want to say that there are no mistakes. What you want to do is you want to be still. This is how she says that you want to move from your next best move to your next best move. Me and Oprah are saying the same thing. Because if you got resistance, but you know what you want, you ain't supposed to be there, Barbara. You're supposed to only get resistance when you don't know what you want. But when you do know what you want, resistance is just this thing that passes you by. It's this lesson you're supposed to pause and say, well, what am I supposed to learn here? Step 4 is being really good at what I just said.
I like that. Take account to what I said.
Yeah. Abraham Hicks said something very similar to this, right? Step 4 is being really good at finding no resistance. So if you're in a relationship with me, but the only time we don't have no resistance is when we making love, you ain't in no relationship with me. You in a toxic bond with me. You understand what I'm saying? Like you always, step 4 is be really, really good at knowing that. And step 5 is becoming a master in bending your reality. Period, point blank. Step 5 is practicing. So when you walk out this podcast, and I know we went over time, and I do apologize, but when you walk over this podcast, you just need to expect that people are going to see this particular one and the one before, and you fit to be famous. Don't believe it. That's people's problem. It's ask, believe, receive. But if you stay believing, you never get it because you're not in receiving. Say, oh God, please, I believe. You holding up your blessing. Get out of believing. Get into receiving. So I just want to tell you as we end, listen, you expect 1 million people are going to watch this here. Don't believe. Expect it. Expect that your Oprah moment started with this episode. That's
from
it.
The king. King. I got it from the king. Oh my God.
That's your fault for asking me that question.
I'm going to be looking at this all day. I'm going to be replaying this show all day. I need this. Everybody, if you didn't get anything from this, I don't know what you're doing. Like they said, an ostrich effect, your head is in the sand and it need to come out. Somebody need to dig it out because something's not right with you. I'm just saying. I do talk to my audience like this. Sometimes they be like, damn, Barbara. I'm like, let's keep it real. You need to make sure.
Yes,
this has...
Thank you so much for letting me go over time. I do apologize. I do
apologize because I was thinking, I was like,
oh no, I'm here. I'm here to work. I came here to work. It's all good. We could do another 3 hours if you want to. Yeah.
And you know what? I'll be sitting here just like this. I'll be sitting here just like this. Wait a minute. What did you say? No, wait a minute. I gotta get that. What was that word you just said?
That's it. I came here to work. Yeah.
Yes. When the teacher comes to teach, you need to sit there and you need to listen. And I'm telling you, ooh, yes, heaven on earth. I mean, that's just, I can't wait. You know what? I'm real quickly. I hope I can do this quick. I'm
gonna help you promote this too. I reach 2.4 million people a month. We're gonna put this in the machine. Don't worry about it.
But you know what I was thinking? Dang, it just got out of my head. But it was a long time ago. Black Wall Street.
Oh,
I'm thinking is this time similar? I mean, that's what it seems like.
Well, it is, but I'm not doing it just for Black people, although I am extremely pro-Black. Heaven on earth is inclusive to all humans, right? Because there's one race, right? You know what I'm saying? However, I still, while I know there's one race, the human race, I still have the eyes of a Black man and the oppression that had come along with that. So I make sure I take care of my people. And the crazy thing is, white people love me for it. White people love me for it because I ain't making no excuses. I ain't on no government assistance, and I'm getting everybody their money.
So. And you know what? I'm glad you said that, because a lot of times people get caught up in that, especially use it as almost as an excuse. Mm-hmm. And I said, you know what? Harriet Tubman and all these people back in the day in the 1800s stuff, they didn't have no excuse. I mean, think about it. We have more than they do back in the day. I mean, with computers and just all this, and all they had is the Underground Railroad that they had to be trying to truck with. I mean, think about it. They had to go through all that, and then not just one time trip, but a few times. So, and then you'd be like, well, they won't talk to me, or they won't, because I'm this color, I'm this race and stuff. And I'm sitting there like, you know what? That needs to stop.
Well, yes, that's somebody who doesn't understand universal law. Racism is alive, and all that systematic oppression is alive. I just don't vibrate at it. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
See, you said the key word. The key word is, we know it's there. We all, I mean, we're not crazy now. We know it's there, but like you said, it's not having to do with me. See, you got to have it in your head, like,
The people who want to oppress me got to go clock in Monday morning. I don't. So I might buy their company. So
and you know what? I'll be proud for you to buy my company. We're gonna keep it going and get to heaven on earth. Yeah. Hey, buy what you gotta buy. Do what you gotta do. Thank you so much, King.
Thank you, Queen. I appreciate you. I'm grateful.
Yes. You know what? I'm going to be now this on the side note, because I'm very vulnerable and I don't care what people say. This is just me. I am. I'm going to be begging for you to come back.
I look forward to it. I come back as many times. And you know what? I'll come back as many times it takes to get you Oprah status. And I'll do it for free every time.
Oh, my
God. Every time. Well, life is about giving. God has been too good. You know what I'm saying? Every time. I'll stop being president of the United States just to give you an interview. I sure will, until they work.
Oh my God! See, I always tell people, don't forget me. Just please give me one little ticket so I can get in, just to see you. I just want that one little ticket.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my God. Yes. So people, please reach out to this man. Look at what he's doing. He is a world changer. And I'm saying that really slow because I want people to catch it. Sometimes people be like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, no. He's a world changer. Period. Period. So thank you, sir, so much. If there any lasting, I hate to say, because you've been giving us so much, but is there any last thing that you want to kind of tell us for today?
Yes, I would say to all of you listening to forgive the person that's hurting you. And I don't know when it's on my heart, but I promise you that I promise you when you spread your life out for the whole 90 years you'll be alive, the thing killing you right now, it has very little to do with your life. I promise you it does. So I just want you, I have no idea, I've never said this before, but I just let it go. Just don't be so saved and so spiritual. I ain't got a problem with nobody, but then forgive yourself. Okay? Forgive yourself, because God can only bless you according to the level of your comprehension. Some church folk go, well, my God could do exceedingly abundantly above all you ask or think. Yeah, but you don't have exceedingly abundantly above all you ask what you think. You got your subconscious. Yes, your God can, but you diminished God's blessings to what's in your subconscious. That's why you paycheck to paycheck. You don't serve a God that's paycheck to paycheck. Your subconscious is. There you go.
Ooh, okay. You just helped me reroute some things. I'm gonna have to think about this day job I have and change it here. Woo, okay. I know. I mean, my sponsors, everybody's like, Barbara. Okay, thank you, King.
Thank you so much. I won't say another word. Pay those bills.
I better be quiet
get
too,
sponsors up there.
Keep going. So people, please again, watch him, support, encourage, world changer. It's here. Like you said, it's here. Thank you so much.
Thank y'all so much.
My whole day is done. Whatever I had planned, I am going to sit back. First of all, watch this interview again, like I said. Thank you, King. Thank you, Antonio T. Smith Jr., for coming on my show. This was an honor and a privilege to have you on my show, and I truly, truly honor you for that. People, please listen. There was so much good golden nuggets. There was so much, just information that we need to listen to. And you know, I always tell people, you learn, grow, understand, take it in, massage it in your mind, massage it in your soul, massage it in your heart. And that's what's needed right now for you. That's what's needed for all of us. Never, ever think that you have arrived. I'm always reaching, always. I don't care where I get to, how old, whatever. I'm always reaching. And we have to reach with each other. And we have to know and understand the teaching and the lessons that are coming our way. And this wonderful King today came on to do that for us. So yeah, if he's still listening to me, or if he's still out there, because I know he's a busy man, like he said, he's making that, that heaven on earth. He's creating that. Well, it's, you know what? Let me stop. Like he said, it's already manifested. It's already here. We just got to just take it in, right? We just got to just be like, this is where we are. We got to just believe that it's there. Stop believing it is there. See, he's already got me on this, but I just want people to really just share this out and just let people know that you can become your worst enemy. And what I mean by that is stop beating yourself up. Stop telling yourself, well, I can't do it. Well, I don't know. They're stopping me. See, the King said, understand your haters. But sometimes the biggest hater, I'm going to add this a little bit. I hate to add, because he says so much powerful stuff, but I want to add this because I see this a lot. I see this in me. The biggest haters is yourself sometimes. You could be your self-destruction. Stop it. Stop it. You were put on this earth, and I'm going there because you have a uniqueness in you that needs to be brought out so people can get where you're going. They need Antonio because we need to get where we're going. They need me because there's something in me to help others in this world. They need you because there's something in you that's going to help somebody in this world. We need to do that. We need to honor that. We need to think about it. We need to move forward in that. And then out of all of that, no matter what, that's going to bring us to the next level is love. Love. true, pure love. So with that said, I'm just, like I said, all day I'm going to be looking at this video. I'm just being honest. Thank you for watching the Coaches Lounge with Barbara Beckley, Barbara J. Beckley. Every Friday, I come on with two wonderful coaches to really experience what they bring to the table, what they bring to people in their lives, what they bring to the world. And come next Friday, I'll have two more. If you are a coach or educator or consultant, because I put them all in that grouping, please just reach out to me through Messenger, or you can get it to me through my website, and I will get you on. Let's get you on the schedule. Let's get you on the calendar. Let's people know what you're doing for others. That's what's important. This is the spotlight show to do that. This is what I created the show for. So with that said, you have a wonderful weekend. Be who you are. The uniqueness is in you. That is your gift in life for others. And then we will see you next week. Take care.